All right, guys, Captain Paul here, and this morning we got the anchor set. We're over here at Cape Canaveral. They have canceled the launch, so kind of a bummer. One day I will get to see one, but it's because of the fog, so they're not going to launch it till tomorrow now is what I've been told. So anyway, we're getting ready. We waited a few minutes here to let the fog lift. It looks like it's lifted pretty good, and so we'll start the mains up here and get started on day 2. Try and get as close as we can over there to Stewart. Maybe even into Stewart over there to the mooring field is where I'd like to go today. We'll see. Dee's already fast at work. Now that we got the bickering over with.
Yeah. Let's
Just light the fires. Yeah, right. That's Captain Ron. Man, those engines just pop right off, don't they?
Yep.
All right, me and Dee will go raise the anchor, boss.
I'll do that here in just a second. I'm checking.
So, guys, the whole purpose of all this training is so that Dee and Carl can handle this boat by themselves. So Carl's at the helm and Dee's out here. They're communicating through their headsets, and she's going to raise the anchor. And I'll go through it, especially these first couple of days. I'll be right by her side to, just kind of show her what's going on. Because right now we have to release our trip line right here, or our harness. So we'll go through that so that she knows what to do. And when Carl gives her the word, she'll start lifting the anchor. I mean, this is some nice mud to anchor in. That's a nice washdown pump. That's got some serious pressure on it. Yeah, it does. I'll tell you what, when you run without one of these two, I mean, you gotta have a washdown pump. I said you gotta have one of these washdown pumps with an anchor because it makes it miserable. Okay, now see how his chain is forward like that? So you may want to say bump starboard engine. And that'll get us our front end over where we need it. So bump starboard engine. Okay, that's it. Hold on, she's got to mess with this chain though. All right, D, you're gonna have to let it come kind of flip around. Get it in its block. Just rinse it off good. Yeah, just come out on the other side of that.
Yeah, we'll just follow our track out that way, and then. But we're good here.
You got turn these radars on too. A beautiful anchorage last night. Man, that was beautiful. Don't get used to that, Carl.
I can't remember how to turn this one on.
This reminds me of my last one, Carl, all the fog. This is just terrible, this fog.
Yeah, but we got
everything going on.
All the tabulators going. It itches weird.
See the fog out here today. That's why we didn't get to see my shuttle launch. I'm upset about this. So guys, day 2 on this Hatteras 58. And one thing I like about these big boats is this is my bedroom. I got my TV, my suitcase, sorry, mess, my own bed, and then I have my own bathroom. So you can see right here, I mean, it's got a shower, a head, sink, and that's just the advantages to one of these big boats right here. I got a closet here if I wanted to use it. There's another bedroom up front there. There's our tool room, and then this is the stairs to go up to the pilot house. Wow, this water is calm. And then right out here to the Portuguese bridge, you can see this fog is, can't wait for this fog to lift. The cat just passes. This water is slick calm. That's why there's no wind to blow the fog off, so that's why we're in this fog.
Yeah. We're gonna use it.
We're good.
Boss, when's this fog gonna lift?
With no wind, I mean, our wind just now got up to 8 knots. I mean,
Never?
well, you would have thought it'd been over by 10:30, but it's still here.
I hope it ain't like this tomorrow.
Hope not too.
We were a lot of fog on that last one.
Well, I don't know what our density altitude. Well, what's our
22, and that'll give you the report.
Jacksonville, Florida. Break. The captain of the port of Jacksonville, Florida will activate the security zone located near Cape Canaveral as described in Title 3 Code of Federal Regulations, Part 165.701 at 1:54 a.m., February 4th, 2025. The security zone will remain active until the Falcon 9er, Starlink, Golf 12 TAC 3 rocket is launched and the booster has landed, or the zone has been successfully deactivated by the captain of the Port of Jacksonville, Florida, or their designated representative. The zone includes the offshore area. No person or vessel may enter, pass through, or remain within the security zone unless authorized by the captain of the Port of Jacksonville, Florida. Mariners are required to contact the Coast Guard via VHF FM Channel 16 to arrange for this authorization. Break. This is the United States Coast Guard, Sector Jacksonville, Florida. Out.
So we have our fog horn on, comes on about every couple minutes to indicate. And this is what, the Pinata Bridge? 11 o'clock and we can finally we have visibility. That's a long time.
11:15.
Yeah, 11:15. That's a long time.
Yeah, just think if we'd have waited for the fog to clear.
Yeah, I mean, nah.
You just can't.
No, you gotta go. Oh, that was cool.
First one, right?
Oh yeah. He's moving.
Big Flipper.
What was the name of it? Big Flipper?
Fripper. F-R-I-P-P-E-R.
Oh, Fripper.
Fripper.
Yeah, they do the big waves.
A lot of dolphins today. Oh, look at them play. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Wind's picked up a little bit. All the fog is gone. I love that. Just cruising the ICW. Hopefully we'll end up in like Fort Pierce tonight. Just outside of Stewart is where we're planning on anchoring tonight. I personally think you got lucky on the boat because after being on a couple of these Hatterses now, this one's in much, much, much better shape than.
Well, I tell you what,
And having
I
that.
was sick of looking at boats, but I'm kind of.
Well, I know you went.
I'm kind of anal about research on stuff.
You went and looked at this though, remember, and then you almost wanted to throw up, and then you ended up buying it because I
can't believe they even tried to show it to us.
And it was, yeah.
I mean, it hadn't been opened up. It stunk.
I couldn't
The
go in
mold.
Captain Butcher.
The engine room must have had at least 30 or 40 5-gallon buckets in it.
Oh wow!
So you couldn't see anything.
Wow.
And I'm like, I was pissed. I was not happy. I flew all the way up there.
Well, that one, like I said, George is the one in the Bahamas. Did you go look at that one or you did not?
No.
But you almost went and looked at it.
We thought about it, yeah.
But no, that thing is the engines were blowing. Had no nothing worked on
Yeah,
that
if the
boat.
engine reports wouldn't have come back good on this one, the analytics.
You would have just
I
dumped
would have
it.
killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that whatever mechanical went wrong with this after buying it, that he'd be able to figure out how to fix it.
And then we got to lower that mast to make sure, because if you guys are going to do the loop and you got to go through Chicago, you got to be able to get it under 19.6.
Well, we can't go through Chicago. It's 15 feet.
Yes, 17 feet in Chicago, but that still
19.
it's still going through Chicago, but it's just not downtown Chicago.
Correct. But we gotta try out the mast. We can do that tonight or in the morning.
One of these days.
Yeah. No big hurry. Not until we have a date set.
That's a cool little boat, ain't it? Yeah, I think that's a racing catamaran right there.
Catamaran or trimaran? Huh?
Trimaran, yeah. Looks fast, don't it?
Looks fast. Alton.
Wow. Is that 3 boats?
No, it's one boat.
With a tri-hull? Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
And the mast is going.
Oh, it had a mast?
It's all carbon fiber. That's one of those racing ones. Really, really fast.
So it's a broken boat.
Correct.
Wow.
Nobody has came to Steve it yet. You think as much money as those are, someone would have came and got it already.
Now you think right off the bat they'd be at least salvaging it.
Well, I don't think you can salvage carbon fiber, can you, Carl?
No idea.
I don't think you can.
Didn't we learn
Well,
that from
maybe.
the?
But
Didn't we
isn't there
learn
like-
that from that submarine that blew up with the people in it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, can you
Imploded.
really call
Yeah.
that a submarine?
Would you? Have you seen that?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there's no way.
No, there's no way.
There's one on
Absolutely.
its side.
North Fork Pierce Bridge, North Fork Pierce Bridge. This is Snapdragon southbound, requesting an opening.
I believe it was Snapdragon. This is the North Bridge in Fort Pierce.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay, Snapdragon, can you give me your length, height, and beam, please?
Length 58 feet, beam 18, height is 41.
Okay, thank you. I'll begin the bridge opening at 5:30. And FYI, the sailboat you're approaching on your right-hand side will also be coming through at that opening.
Roger that. We'll pay close attention.
So we get the film.
All right, guys. End of day 2 in this 58 Hatteras, heading to the Dry Tortugas. We're right here in Fort Pierce at an anchorage, and boat ran absolutely flawless today. You can see this beautiful anchorage right here, and then tomorrow we're gonna try and get over to the Okeechobee. If we get to the Okeechobee, we got to kind of time that to where we get through the Okeechobee, and then get onto the Okeechobee, and then make sure our weather's good. And then the next day we keep going on and over to Fort Myers, and then we head over to the Dry Tortugas. A beautiful evening out here. Check out that beautiful sunset. My God, that's just gorgeous. This boat's pretty much set up for anchorage. It's got a huge inverter system on it. We can run anything but the air conditioners. We got the generator fired up right now, just chopping off of our batteries, our inverter batteries, and once they're topped off, we'll go ahead and shut the generator off for the night, and we don't have to listen to that thing. So we're really getting the boat dialed in. Carl did an extreme amount of work getting this boat ready. And because you guys got to remember that this is it. They're going to go do the loop. So this boat will head back to New York after it gets looked at at the Marathon Boatyard as far as the engine goes. Or so they'll either go the loop to the left, or they'll go to the loop and start up and head up the Mobile River. And that's basically the two options that they have. So, you know, he did a lot of work while it was in Daytona getting it ready for all of this. And it's paid off because the boat, everything's working fine and everything's doing really, really well.